I am May Grace Salazar and I teach 7th grade English. In today's 21st century classrooms, it is important that learners know how to evaluate information and be creative and innovative when they accomplish tasks. In the same way, they must learn the process of higher order thinking that is an important yet attainable goal in all classrooms, in all grade levels, and in every subject. So class, I have here a picture of a centipede. Now, I have here a question for you. If you were given a chance to ask a question about the centipede, what question would it be? Yes, Amanda.
How would it feel as a human to walk with so many pairs of legs?
That's a very good question. When we plan for our lessons, activities that develop learners' creativity and critical thinking and other higher order thinking skills must be one of our top priorities. We will be having the next activity. This is the face foldable. Okay? I have prepared templates for you to accomplish. We have to fold each side of the horizontal sheet of the paper in the middle. There's already a face wherein you have to put color, okay? You have to add art into it. And then put words to describe the outward appearance of the character on the outside. These can be the things that are obvious from the story that we read. And then when you open up the pages, you will write the character traits and words to describe the character's emotions on the inside. These are the things that you have to infer about the character's traits based on the story that we have read. The lists are endless for strategies on developing the critical thinking skills of the learners. I have here a Venn diagram. Do you know this? This one? Okay. This is familiar, right? So we use the Venn diagram to compare and contrast ideas. And can you please write on this part the differences of Eddie with Delia, and here on the inside, the similarities that they share. In my class, I use graphic organizers where learners can compare and contrast ideas, develop concepts, or even summarize ideas. These graphic organizers help them process the concepts realistically. I also ask directive and purposeful questions to exercise their critical thinking skills. I use guide questions because through this, they can be guided in concept development. I have two questions again. Okay? To what object can you compare Eddie and why? Yes, MJ.
I think for Eddie, I could compare him to a vintage bomb. It is there as if it's sleeping away from people's sight, but when triggered, it could explode like Eddie's hatred for Delia.
Oh, that's good. For application of their learning, I encourage them to reflect on what they know, what they learn, and what they have learned in the topic. This makes them reflective, at the same time, critical of their own learning. So now that we're able to identify the conflict between Delia and Eddie, I have here some questions for you to ponder. Are you experiencing conflict with somebody? Do you want to share it with us? What do you think is the best solution to resolve the conflict that you're experiencing now? Yes, Gemma?
Recently, me and my best friend had a little misunderstanding. And to resolve this, I think that we should talk things through so we can understand each other.
That's good. How about this one? If you are in conflict with someone else, would you inflict harm to him or her?
Ma'am, for me, if I am in conflict with someone, I would never ever inflict harm to him or her. Instead, I will solve things between us in a non-violent way, like talking about the problem or by proper communication.
That's good. For me, creative thinking skills are as important as critical thinking skills. I allow my learners to think out and beyond the box through divergent thinking strategies. As much as possible, I allow them to express their creativity in the tasks that we do, allowing them to think of many different and unusual ways or ideas. They also create something out of the learned concepts through role play and other related outputs.
I'm Mrs. Eden Samadan. I'm the principal of Makati Science High School. I really am a staunch supporter of developing critical and creative thinking among our learners. That's why it's very important for teachers to employ different strategies. It is very important that we develop them to be creative thinkers as well, because we cannot thrive in the 21st century if we are not into creating new things and develop ourselves. That's why as early as while they are in school, they should be able to use their higher order thinking skills, and that specifically would be for them to develop critical and creative thinking.
I can say that critical and creative thinking skills are important life skills that students must learn as early as possible. This way, they can solve problems that they might encounter along the way.